Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another wrestling review. I'm of course joined by my faithful cohort and roommate, Joe. Say hi, Joe. He had tea tonight. Well, it's Sunday night. You know what that means. Time for some good old-fashioned pay-per-view wrestling. And whose pay-per-view wrestling are we doing tonight? None better. It's the WWE's Over the Limit. Now, how will it fare from its previous and from the Extreme Rules that they did last month? I got my notes. Let's get started. First match. R-Truth, coming out to the greatest wrestling music of all time, versus Rey Mysterio. Now, before the match, Truth cuts a small promo about parking lots. First, it was hospital food. Now it's parking lots. What's next? You're going to talk about your mustache next, Truth? Anyway, the match was a pretty good opener. Truth and Rey really played off each other very well in this match. Truth showed off more of his aggressive heel side, and he pulled his lie detector move out for the win. This is good for Truth, since he needs more build up for his heel run right now, and Rey can pretty much take the loss, since his position is pretty stable in the company. So good match. Next up, we have a backstage segment with The Miz and Alex Riley. Miz assuring that he will not quit tonight, and say he will do something that no one has ever thought of in the history of this type of match. Next matchup. Intercontinental title on the line. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Jackson, versus the champion, Marble Mouth Wibata. Now, I wasn't expecting to like this match, but I really did. I mean, both of them played to their strengths very well. Barrett's more aggressive Blackpool fist-to-fist style was a really good compliment for Ezekiel's just out-and-out power game. It really picked up when Zeke did a body slammed Wade 5 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he was getting a lot of pop for it. He got a crazy pop for it. I was like, wow, Zeke, you milked that pop. Then the match ended in a foobar with the friggin' core coming out and interrupting the match, causing it to end in a DQ. Enter beat down by the core. But even though Zeke won, Wade still retains the belt. Now, I will say I like this match. I just didn't like the ending. It was... If Barrett had won clean, I would have enjoyed it a lot more. But sadly, I just didn't like the end. Backstage, we have a little bonus scene with the Nexus members, David Otunga and Joe Perfect, having been laid out in the back by the Big Show and Kane. Punk tells Welsh Tista, aka Mason Ryan, that they should only worry about themselves for right now. Then, as they leave, he tells the two of them to walk it off. Hail Punk. Anyway, next up is Sin Cara versus Chavo Guerrero. This is Sin Cara. I believe this is Sin Cara's first pay-per-view appearance with the WWE. And this was a very good match. I mean, Chavo's stock has been at an all-time low since the year of the Hornswoggle, where he jobbed to Hornswoggle for a straight year. And a lot of people didn't have a lot of faith in him. This match reaffirms a lot of faith in him. He's a very underrated talent in the roster. He's a very good mid-carder, and he has a lot of good skills in the ring. I mean, he's a Guerrero. The skills complemented each other. There was a slight botch at the end, but like I've said before, even Sin Cara's botches are beautiful. But in the end, Sin Cara won. It was the only possible win, because Sin Cara's on the roll right now. Next up, Alberto Del Rio comes out. And he talks about destiny and how he doesn't matter who is the champion, because he would have made them say I quit. Kane and Big Show come out, and Kane says that he's a little bit unhappy that the rapture didn't happen yesterday. So he's willing to give a little rapture lesson to Alberto Del Rio. ADR is like, not so fast, Senior Devil. You will not get me this time. Wink. So we move on to the next match: Kane and Big Show versus Punk and Welsh Tista for the only titles more worthless than the knockout tag team belts, the WWE tag belts. This match I really didn't care for. I mean, most because of the fact that the tag belts are pretty much worthless now, so really not much to say about it. Big Show and Kane retain. It's skippable. Moving on, we have a bad skit about a bad promo or whatever about the next WWE pay-per-view event, Capital Punishment, taking place at the nation's capital, Washington D.C. And they kind of cut between obvious plants in. It's stupid. I'll say that much. I'm not even going to get into it. Next up, Brie Bella versus Kelly with Divas title. Now, at first I thought Kong was going to come out and eat one of them, but Kong never comes out. But match was okay. Not the best, but not the worst. Kelly's in-ring skills are improving slightly, and I still don't like the Bellas. I like looking at them. I just don't want to see them wrestle. That twin magic garbage is. Yeah. So anyway, Brie Bella retains the title. Or was it Nikki? I really don't give a fuck which one. Next up, World Heavyweight title. Randy Orton, Christian. I will say this. Best match of the night. Bar none. This was the best match of the night. I mean, there's really nothing more I can say about it. It was an epically awesome match. Orton and Christian were in their primes tonight. They really gave a good show out there. They went at each other move for move, counter for counter. It's like Booker T was saying, they had done their homework on each other. Christian even does the spear a few times, and at one time, and at one point, Randy Orton gets ready to do a punt, but he's like, no, I respect him, no. And he eats a spear for his trouble. The end comes when Christian goes for the kill switch. Randy pushes him off, goes for the RKO. Christian reverses it to try to get him to a kill switch. Randy flips him over and then catches him with an RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. Even though I wanted Christian to win, this does not take away from my enjoyment of this match. This was one of the best matches I've seen from the WWE in a long time. And if this doesn't show that Christian belongs in the main event, then the higher-ups in WWE are blind. Oh, and by the way, Randy Orton, for some reason, pulls out the Billy Goat's curse. If you don't know what that is, it's a reverse Boston Crab. It was done by current NWA World Champion and ROH superstar Colt Boom Boom Cabana. So, I don't know what I'm about to say about that. Next match, Cole versus King. Hopefully the end of their feud. In a Kiss My Foot match. Loser has to kiss the winner's foot. And if Michael Cole won, not only would he get into the Hall of Fame, but Jerry Lawler would give him his Hall of Fame ring and induct him personally. At first it looked like, but Cole comes in, and not even in his wrestling gear, and he says that his doctor says that he can't wrestle because he has a bad case of athlete's foot. He gives a note to the referee, thinking the match won't take place. The ref says, fuck it, you're wrestling. Match starts, and it's very short, a 5-minute match, but it's nothing more than a 5-minute beatdown of Michael Cole, getting stripped down to his tighty whities, thrown into the coal mine, and beaten within an inch of his miserable little life. It ends, Jerry wins 1, 2, 3, and as he's preparing to take off his boot, he's like, I can do better. So he calls in Eve Torres, who, as you might know, was getting routinely buried by Michael Cole for no apparent reason. She does a moonsault on Cole. Jerry goes for the boot again. He's like, no, that's the more I can do. So good old JR comes out. He wants himself a slice. And he dumps a nice big old bottle of his Kansas City barbecue sauce. Or Oklahoma barbecue sauce, wherever the fuck it's from. And as he's preparing, as Jerry takes off his sock and prepares to make Cole kiss his foot, Cole scrambles out of the ring and he gets on the mic and says, I'm not going to kiss your foot. You're a loser. I'll never kiss your foot. Then we hear... That's right. Bret the Hitman Hart. Ironically enough, is the man who helps Cole kiss Jerry's feet. Puts him in the sharpshooter and makes him kiss it. And Michael Cole limps away like the pathetic little punk he is. Even though I hated the feud, I enjoyed the ending of this feud very much. Take that, Cole, you punk pussy bitch. And Joe knows. Final match. Miz versus Cena in the Cena Can't Lose match. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean an I Quit match. So, Miz was talking about how he found a way to make Cena quit. So he says that in the I Quit match, you can do whatever you want to your opponent with no repercussions, as there are no rules other than making your opponent say I quit. So he says that Alex Riley is going to be helping him. So for the next 25 to 30 minutes, we see probably the worst beating in the PG era. I mean, The Miz, this wasn't a beating. This wasn't a match. This was torture. The Miz and Alex Riley utterly and completely destroyed Cena in every possible way. Kendo sticks, steel steps. It's just brutal to watch. And The Miz really upped his game here by cutting promos with the mic saying, Cena, I have a kendo stick. I'm going to use it if you don't quit. And Cena is defiant, and he just gets the worst beating of his life. Then at one point, Miz goes up to some of Cena's fans and says, do you like John Cena? Do you want him to suffer? Tell him to say I quit. Like, no, Cena's going to win. He's like, oh, okay. So he pulls him through a barricade. He pulls Cena through a barricade, gets him stuck there, and he says, Cena, I'm going to hit you with the steel chair, and you're going to quit, or I'm not going to stop. And he's like, no. So he hits Cena with a straight steel chair shot to the head. Then Riley gets in his face, Cena, do you quit? And Cena says, and then we hear the words, I quit! So it looks like The Miz is gonna get the belt. Until the ref finds Alex Riley's cell phone next to the mic and says, nuh-uh, this match continues. Then Cena gets up, completely no-selling the beating that he just received. Throws Alex Riley into the FUs him to a table. Whips Miz a few times and puts him in the STF. Miz quits. Cena retains. This is just the reason why I don't like John Cena. I respect him, but I don't like him because how the fuck can you now no-sell a 30-minute beating, a 30-minute torture session? Fuck you, Cena. And Joe agrees. Final verdict, this is an okay pay-per-view. We had some great matches on the card, particularly Christian versus Orton, the end of the Cole King feud. It came to a very satisfying end, and a 30-minute beating of Cena, even though he no-sells it completely. So that's over the limit. Like I said, it's an okay. Give it a watch. So anyway, that's my review. Tune in tomorrow where we see John Cena completely no-sell those injuries that he suffered at the hands of The Miz. So anyway, it's a shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, and Joe, saying goodnight, and wrestle on.